Hello, people of YouTube and WordPress. I'm Atreyer, and today I'm bringing you my review and opinion on the Rise of Rome multiplayer gladiator mode. So today we're going to be jumping right into Arena, playing with a random person online, just trying to get a feel for it. As you're aware, we only play demos worth here, the non-committal gamers, so this is my first playthrough of it, but I've played a few games since then, so I have a bit better of a feel. Far from an expert, obviously, but I'm here to give you my opinion and my take on the beginning and just the beginning of these games. So here we go, starting from fresh. Load time's kind of aggressive. I'm playing. This is on PC, of course, and just kind of wish that it had got rolling a little bit quicker than this. It is nice, they got a nice backdrop going here, show me the nice pretty stadium and everything, but at the same time, we've been loading for a bit here. Alright, so now you see, you start out, you have to pick a god going into it. Each one seems to give different buffs. I think that I end up going with Mars because it gives me more attack damage, and that's generally my default when I don't know what I'm doing. It's either always health or attack damage. It's always the safe bet when it comes to starting out games, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a pretty the mighty morphing arena here, but it starts out strong. Like, this is some epic shit. Makes you feel real badass, except that's not me. I'm the dude with nothing in the loincloth. Yeah, my BDSM mask. Alright, so now we're starting out. We've got ourselves our arena has loaded in. We're going to go out and kick some barbarian ass whilst entertaining a crowd of bloodthirsty Romans. Now, as you can see, it's kind of like a horde mode situation. Like, most of the game is just a big horde mode, but now you get to see like the real strength of this game, in my opinion, the dynamic finishing moves, which are pretty badass. If you guys have played any Shadow of Mordor, it feels kind of similar, but almost more diverse than Shadow of Mordor executions. So, that's cool. It's a real strength. It is one of the biggest strengths, in my opinion, of this game. Plus, it has a bonus multiplier for the faster you perform the quick time events, the more points you get, the more health you get in the in the campaign version of the game. Sorry. There's different bonuses that can be applied to successfully completing finishing moves. So the multiplayer is broken down into little sections. Like, it's not just a straight horde mode. There are different dynamic events that happen throughout. Like here, as you can see, there's catapults that need to be destroyed. I haven't quite figured that out yet. In a second I will, I'm sure. I'll see the big ring of death and understand not only that I should not stand in it, but I should probably prevent it from shooting at me in the future. So I'm going to flail around a little bit, not figure out how to unlock on from people. Oh, now they'll push it over. Good for me. Truly, I'm a video game master. And then I get fucking mashed on by this dude with the weird furry fetish. Oh, but now I'm going to smack him in the head and cut his head off. So, yeah. Take that, furry. Not that I have anything against furries. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But yeah, so moving right along. Alright, so now we're moved on to the next stage where it's just another set of horde mode. And fighting fat guys with sticks. So as you can see, it is an interesting game mode, but at the end of the day, it's more horde fighting and execution combos. So, but you do get to be a badass gladiator. So what's got that going for you? It's always a selling point for me. I have a soft spot in my heart for gladiator fighting. It's just so badass. Except for when you suck like I do and you keep getting wailed on. Alright, so now we're charged with the task of getting up on top of this landing here and taking over the mounted crossbow that's up there, which is featured in the campaign quite a bit, and it's kind of a fun way to just mow down random enemies with absolute disregard for human life. So, you know, pretty good times. It's done pretty well, and it does change up the combat. You're not just fighting hordes in a one-on-one. You get to shoot them with flaming crossbow bolts. So yeah, here they come. It's a couple waves, just rapid fire mowing down people, because everyone knows crossbows don't need to reload in any real way whatsoever. Ultra realistic gameplay. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of hard for me to find real positives in this game as far as things that I'm super into. It's, you know, fun, and they're trying changing stuff up, and they try and give you stuff to do, but at the end of the day, the whole game lacks features and lacks being... It just doesn't feel like it's totally finished or all there. It certainly... It feels like it needed a little more time in the oven, maybe a little more love, because it is a game that could be so cool. You know, this was a release title for Xbox One that I think really could have been a strong showing, and it's kind of just flat. But, I mean, if you're interested in it, you can find it on sale, you know, for less than $15. It's, you know, it's got less than $15 worth of content, and I can say I would justifiable purchase for under that price point. Any more than that, and I feel like you're probably going to feel like a little ripped off. But yeah, as I said, a lot of just mowing down guys. You know, they're trying to throw some dynamic events at you here, but yeah. So, I mean, I'm probably going to wrap it up there. There's not really a ton to say. It's kind of... It's just something that I wish there was more. You know, they've done a little bit more. And unfortunately, that's how I feel about a lot of games that have come out for these platforms. Just give it a little bit more, and everyone would love it. I mean, I would murder for a really good, really strong gladiator combat game. And instead, you're giving me, you know, poorly construed furry fetishes with, you know, the same generic barbarians that I've killed now, even in my, you know, relatively short amount of playtime, hundreds and hundreds of times, and, you know, admittedly diverse ways, but, you know, it would have been nice to get a little more diversity in what and who you're fighting. But yeah, so that's the end of the round, and that's the end of my my little talk and my opinion. So, like I said, if you like this video, or, you know, like my ramblings, feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow my blog at demosworth.wordpress.com. We put out new content on different video games and our, you know, unique, only a couple hours worth of play opinions every week, you know, a couple times a week. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for listening.